Welcome to the Practical Classics Classic Car and Restoration Show at the NEC in Birmingham.
2026.
2026.
So we're here today. We set up yesterday, which was Thursday, and this is on running until Sunday. We are here in Hall 5, and we have here a lovely selection of cars. This one not so lovely, but yeah, I'm actually a new member to the crew. I'm a digital events coordinator, so we're still trying to figure out what that is. But Kat's one of the OG. So Kat, when did you start here and why?
So the car club was born out of the Commonwealth Games. So many of you will remember the opening ceremony for the Commonwealth Games.
Nice.
When there was a fantastic, before the bull, which sort of stole the show, a fantastic array of cars that created the flag, the GB flag, at the Alexander Stadium for the entrance of the now King when he was Prince Charles.
Fantastic.
And the Red Arrows, which was fab.
Nice.
And there were 42 volunteer drivers who were just normal people driving their normal cars for
Brilliant.
the Commonwealth Games, and then some stunt cars as well. And
one of which is over here.
Yes,
it's currently being restored.
We have a couple of cars here today. So I was one of the drivers from that event.
Nice.
And in fact, if you look at the video, if you look over Prince Charles's shoulder as he gets out the car, you can see my Mini right behind him, which is really cool.
That's your claim to fame.
That's my claim to fame. And there was as I say, there were sort of 40 of us, and a group of us just maintained contact after doing that. It was such
Lovely.
an experience, such a once in a lifetime experience. And we formed a club, and it became a thing. And then over time, through our wonderful Jordan, who's behind the camera for us today, we've just sort of expanded, and it's just a car club that anybody can be part of. We're not fancy, just special interest.
It is definitely a club that anyone can be part of, because I'm part of it now. So yeah, you do let anyone in. But so what car do you drive?
I have a Mini Cooper S.
Oh, fancy!
1991 Mini Cooper S. It's a lovely little car. It was my mum's. She bought it when it was 5 years old, so she bought it in '96, and it was my mum's car, and she loved it. She lived in Longbridge, and it was a Longbridge built car.
Beautiful.
And when my mum passed in 2017, I spoke to my siblings and said, "You have no interest in cars, do you?" And they went, "No."
Give me the Mini.
So I got the Mini, and I restored it. It cost a lot of time and money to restore it to where it is now.
Yeah.
And being part of the Commonwealth Games is just great, because I know for 100% if my mum had been around, she would have done it in that car. So it felt completely right to do it for that. So a little Mini Cooper.
So me and Kat was saying earlier that it's, some clubs, they go in for all the, everything every nut and bolt has to be pristine and polished, and there can't be anything out of place. But I think I'm on board with Kat here, where I like the cars that are used every day, very much like my own Jordans, that are used every day. They go out in all weathers. They're not garage queens, and if it needs welding, it gets welded. It's just one of those things. I mean, ultimately, you're not here forever. Enjoy these. I didn't buy this to just leave it in a garage, but you've got to enjoy them, haven't you, Kate?
You do.
Yeah,
you do.
And you do get a lot of attention when you're driving around.
Do.
It's I mean, funny you've got a Classic Mini. I actually wanted a Classic Mini. Ended up buying this because I can't actually fit into a Classic Mini very well. It's not a pretty sight, me trying to get out of one, let alone in one. So this was a local car to me, and I was like, I fit in it, and we can have passengers as well and luggage. Yeah. So this is why I got this. But
can you tell me about
the Get Along Gang?
Or the Get Along Gang.
Yeah,
in the back of the car.
I mean, I'm a 1981 kid, so I grew up with pretty much all of these stuff. Bagpuss, Bertie Bassett, the Honey Monster from Sugar Puffs.
Yeah, Sugar Puffs, I've seen that.
Yeah, and I think abroad they're called Sugar Smacks, I think. I'm not sure they're called Sugar Puffs over here, but over there. But and then Transformers. But I've just accumulated all these.
I've just noticed the Dennis the Menace, the fan club.
Dennis the Menace fan club. That might be a bit before Jordan's time, that
I remember that. When I was younger, I did a petition. Do you remember when they changed Dennis the Menace?
Oh, yes.
We did a petition at school that we sent to the Beano because they changed it.
Yeah, no, it was cool. But no, they've just accumulated over the years, and I've gone, like, you see them in charity shops and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm all about the 80s. I absolutely love it. I think it was a great decade to grow up in. Might not necessarily be an adult in, you know, because there's lots of not good stuff going on, but from rose-tinted child point of view, you know, it was the best telly, the best music, the best cars and stuff like that. So yeah, that's where we're at with it. But yeah, so Jordan is currently not there working on his car. I think
everybody's sort of abandoned us.
Yeah, I think he's ran into a little bit of a...
We're going to have a look at...
Yeah, we're going to have a look at this car over here, because I'm quite intrigued. But yeah, he's currently doing the timing belt, which is not there anymore. So that's a good start. But I think he has run into problems because there's a little bit of coolant.
Fluid.
Yeah.
There's some fluid on the floor.
Yeah. You said you were behind this in the queue, weren't you?
I was, yeah. So this was in the Commonwealth Games, and what you can probably see is that it's actually a black Metro, but the flag obviously is red, white and blue. So for those of us that didn't have red, white or blue cars, that wasn't a limit to being in the ceremony because they wrapped the cars. But as you can see from this one, they only wrapped the roof and the sunroof and the bonnet, so the rest of the car is still black.
Brilliant.
He's probably the only person who didn't have the wrapping taken off. Most of us, I had to have my roof wrapped because my roof was white.
Yeah.
But he wanted to keep his roof as it was.
Nice. Little memento.
Little memento. But yeah, this was it broke down at every rehearsal. There was a AA van sitting in the car park every time we were doing a rehearsal. And for the actual, when we were rehearsing at the Alexander Stadium, the boot wouldn't shut, and he had to tie it shut because every time he drove, it kept on opening.
Wow. Well, to be fair play to Jordan for keeping it going and tackling this. It looks like a very big job to do. But yeah, I've got to do an alternator on this later, so that's going to be my fun times. But unfortunately, we can't start our cars at the show, so even if I put an alternator on it, I can't test to see if it's working. It's going to be a seat of your pants business on Sunday, whether it's working or not. But yeah, so I do believe, we've got the OG founding father over there of the Commonwealth Car Club.
Grosvenor.
Let's go over.
Should we go and find Grosvenor?
Yeah, let's go and the founding father. Let's go and put him on the spot.
Grosvenor, we're after you.
Oh, you got to do a piece to camera.
Hiya guys.
Hiya, how you doing?
Excellent, thank you.
So obviously Kat's known you a lot longer than I have,
yes.
So pretend that I know nothing about you. Who are you, what do you do, and why are you here?
Right, well obviously I'm here with the Commonwealth Car Club, being one of the original Commonwealth Games drivers.
Lovely.
Like cars, like motorbikes. Really my job was involved with cars a lot. I used to go around the car factories, different ones from Jaguar to Rover MG, Rolls Royce, Aston Martin, mechanical engineering background. So I've been what they call a petrol head, I think they can say.
That is. Have you ever owned an Alfa Romeo?
No.
Oh, I'm not sure you can take the petrol head thing if you haven't owned an Alfa Romeo.
My neighbour has been a big fan and enthusiast for the Alfa Owners Club.
Have you sat in one?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you haven't even sat in one?
we usually pull his leg a little bit. The fact that they never knew where to put the number plate on the front. And I like things symmetrical. If I go into someone's house and the picture's put in, I have to alter that. So that's one of the things that I don't like very much. But I know they're quite good cars.
They're all right apart from the oil. Like I had an Alfa 147T Spark, and you have to put oil in that every week or so. And it even says on the engine bay, make sure you top this off every week or this is a thirsty engine, you know. But the shall I say slightly eccentric Italian taste in some ways, but a good sporty car to drive. I think. Not very Commonwealth though.
No, absolutely. No. So we go for the Commonwealth, don't we? And it's amazing things like every day's a school day. You talk to people here. I spoke to a guy there about a motorbike on the other stand. And I said that's coincidence. It said it went to South Africa when it was made.
Oh wow!
And he went, oh yes, it was part of a government scheme that they sent BSAs and Triumph. I said, oh, that's funny because my old BSA, when it was made, went to South Africa. So that was something that I didn't know. It was part of the same scheme.
Yeah.
So everybody that you meet. This Dave Holder's V8 75 here, or should I say
a ZT, yeah.
I used to go to the factory when they were developing that.
Yeah.
And yet a guy came up earlier and told me that a company called ProDrive, a racing company, did some development work on it, but I'd never heard of that because I remember the enthusiasm of the guys shoehorning that engine into the car. They've got the bodies, they've got some crates with Mustang engines in.
Because that's a Mustang engine.
Yes,
because I have a Mustang as well, so me and Dave talk about the fact it's got the same engine.
Yes, and when, and I used to look after the factory, and there was a lot of people that worked very hard there to make the company a success. And then the other side of the coin, there was people that didn't really care, couldn't care less much, and they'd fudge reports or fudge quality or ignore things. And when I think about people that develop that and all the hard work they put in, I think it's a bit sad when that sort of thing faded.
And it's a shame as well because, like, especially with the Mark II 75 and ZT, you could just see where things were starting to go a little bit, like the panel gaps and things like that are a big one. And I know owners try and bring the bonnet down slightly to reduce the gaps, and and it's just those little cost-cutting things, isn't it? Because they had that pre-project drive, didn't they, with when BMW were like, right, we're cutting corners here, so they would remove things like badges and change the carpets and stuff like that. So
and then you think the management put the money all into it. I forgot the name of the car now, but that sort of 50 grand as it was at the time, the sports car. And I mean, I was visiting companies that were doing a lot of work on that, putting money into it. So that was money somebody couldn't really afford.
No.
And the X-Part Racing again, I know they were trying to promote the name, but it was still eating up a lot of resource that should have really been going into the factory. But I suppose we all know better, don't we? We could have all done a better job.
Oh, hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it?
But but back to the show here. I mean, so far I've only done most of this hall, but it's great to see the things represented from the television, like Bangers and Cash, and Wheeler Dealers.
The Mighty Mike Brewer.
Yes, he was visiting our brothers on the next stand area today,
just over there,
a cup of tea. In true Henry Cole style.
They
don't they?
They do.
I think it's nice to see cars being worked on around. I know that's the whole ethos of the show, but just seeing people getting the nitty gritty, and there might be people here that are doing the same job and they're not that sure about okay, so that's the quick workaround and things like that. So
also, I mean, I find this. Because of my age as much as anything, everything's a bit nostalgic to me. Down the bottom there was a 1935 Austin Ruby, and that makes me feel old because I remember in the 50s my school teacher used to come to school in one of those.
Wow.
Mr. Stanley. I don't remember his name. So that makes you feel old. Over from us here we've got the Astra stand. They got an Astra GT on there. I had a
lovely,
one on that. It's the fastest I've ever been in a car on the M4.
Wow.
My son will tell you now, we were stood up in the back and we got 142 on the clock. It was a digital.
And just to add, the road was closed. It was private and all the rest of it. But it was all done fully legally. Just a little disclaimer there. Don't try this at home, folks.
Now,
I would like to do 140 in that. That'd be interesting. I mean, it shakes at 70, but 140. I think I'd need new hips and teeth and all sorts of stuff. But no, he's nice. Not a lot of people know this, but my favourite car here is actually the Austin 7 Swallow. But the egg back ones, the ones that I absolutely love that. If anyone knows of anyone that would like to take me out in one of those for my 50th birthday, it's in 5 years' time, guys. So you got 5 years to plan this. Jordan's pulling faces behind there. He's like, "Are you sure it's so?" Are you sure it's so? No, I thought he's only. You sure it's only 5 years?
They've got a stand, haven't they?
Yes, Well, I've just been doing some filming for my channel, so it's a shameless plug here. But I do have my own YouTube channel called They Think It's All Rover. quality name for a channel, that. So yeah, please check out some of the videos. If you are suffering with insomnia, they're brilliant. Just stick one of those on, you'll be asleep in 10 minutes. So yeah, there we go. But it is a lovely show, and it's nice to see such a wealth of knowledge, and there's also trade stands here as well, which is really cool. So
I'm sure there's some rolls of tape that we all need.
Yeah.
Well, we went through some rolls of tape yesterday, putting all this carpet down, so that was all good. But yeah, we also need to mention Jordan here, Jordan Totnell, who has worked absolutely tirelessly. And as I said on the Facebook group that we have, I have been asking him some of the most stupid questions because I just forget everything straight away. And he's gone, no problem. Yeah, this is what you need to do. This is what to do. And I'm like, and then 2 days later, I'm like, right, what do we need to do? He's like, right, I did tell you 2 days ago, but here we go. But no, he's been absolutely brilliant.
He keeps, me and Grosvenor would say, from a Commonwealth Car Club perspective, he is the reason we have the Commonwealth Car Club.
He's wonderful.
He keeps us all together.
Yeah, look, he's tearing up now.
Yeah, gets us together so we can remember why we did it and why we ended up, if we'd have thought 6 years ago, 4 years ago even, when we did the Commonwealth Games, that we'd be doing a stand at the Practical Classics Classic Car and Restoration Show at the NEC, I think you'd have all said you're a bit bonkers, but we're here and we're a lovely group, and we've grown to have so many other people as members of it, which is just brilliant.
Nucleus of the club, meeting up at Christmas time. Meeting up at Christmas time to get together. I feel that those are the fabulous things about it. The sad side is that we've, one or two of the other people that took part in it, we can't quite stimulate their enthusiasm to do some of these things. They still follow us on the Facebook page, but to try and get them to actively come along is a bit of a shame. But still, we've got a good nucleus of people that we enjoy each other's company. And here, so all I can say, guys, is here's to the next event, which is at the stadium. Is that the next? That's the next event. Yes.
Pride along Bridge. That's the next one.
Pride along Bridge.
Pride along Bridge.
I'm at Rustival that day.
Pride along Bridge, which is
Pride
good.
along Bridge, and then we've got
Statfold. We've got our own meet.
And then Retro and Refined at the Alexander Stadium on June the 6th as well.
Yeah, good stuff.
Brilliant.
Excellent.
Back over to you.
Well, no, I think you're the OG founder, so you should send us out. So.
Right. If we find anything else interesting, we'll get back to you a little bit later on. I'm sure we shall find some other gems to uncover somewhere as we go around the show.